All right, team. So the recording got started. Thank you, all of you, for joining today's session. Just 1 minute, just one more people, because today is the first day. People accidentally turning on the cameras. Cameras are not required. Please, please. I'm talking English and I'm repeatedly saying that we don't need cameras here. Okay, cool. So if you have any questions, you have the chat box. You can drop your question in the chat box and we are happy to answer all of your questions. Okay, a good number of participants we can see here, around 60 to 70 people. Today is more of a free webinar kind of a thing. And we are going to bring you the main objective of today's gathering is for all of us to understand more about the cybersecurity. What is the cybersecurity and what kind of opportunities do we have? What kind of skills we need to learn? What are the tools we have? Cybersecurity is an ocean. It's very big. So in this ocean, what are the areas that we need to cover? Please, Chennai, please turn off your cameras. So what are the areas that we need to cover? So, okay, right. All right, team. Without wasting time, let me quickly introduce. Most of you know my name. My name is Lakshmi, and I have 25 years of experience in IT, and we are subject matter experts in providing the job-oriented hands-on training programs. So I worked in London, Belgium, Netherlands, and finally got settled in Australia. And I'm very familiar for my Scrum Master, Product Owner, Project Management trainings. And we also offer the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and a cybersecurity and a data engineer, lot of other trainings as well. So the context for today is we are going to start our new, it's already, there is one batch going on. There is a second batch that is starting from today. It is a cybersecurity. So I'm just turning off my camera and jumping into the subject straight away and sharing my screen. And I will also ask my trainer Chandra to share the screen in 5-10 minutes. Right. I just want to give you a context and then just hand it over to my uh, Chandra. Okay, just 1 minute. So this is my house here, and I'm living happily with my family. And I have my wife here. I have my two daughters here. And as a head of the family, it is important. It is my responsibility to protect my family members, to protect my house from any kind of thefts, correct? Any kind of thefts. I don't want any unknown person enter into my house. So it is my responsibility to take some actions proactively and stop. How can I stop some anonymous person to enter into my house? Maybe I can use some strong doors. Okay, Omatola, please turn off your camera. I can use some smart locks, which will open with the help of only my fingerprint. Correct? I can use some other measures so that I can safeguard my house, so that I can protect my family. Agree or not? And what are the proactive measures, additional proactive measures that I can take? I installed a CCTV camera here. I installed the CCTV camera and it covers all portions of my house, the side lanes, front lane, everything, so that I can continuously monitor this CCTV if any anonymous person is coming, if any unauthorized person is wandering, or if any thief, somebody with bad intentions, try to attack. So I can see if this person is really waiting and moving here and there, I can record it. And I can, if I'm seeing any suspicious activities, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call police so that I can send this recording to the police. And that's how I am protecting my house. Making sense? This is more about securing. Here, what Lakshmi is doing, Lakshmi is securing his house. Lakshmi is securing his assets. Lakshmi is securing his family members. I need to take care of all these preventive measures proactively. Clear? This is not only Lakshmi's responsibilities, this is all of our responsibilities, right? As a mom, as a dad, we are protecting our children, we are protecting our house with various measures. Similarly, now let's move on to another scenario. Let us say I have this organization called ABC Bank. I'm running this bank. I'm the CEO of the bank. This is my bank. In my bank, and these are my banking customers. They are my banking customers. So whenever customers they open the accounts, correct? So all the accounts will be stored in some storage. Let us say databases, storage. Jasmine, turn off your cameras, darling, please. All of you are getting recorded. Please turn off your camera. I know it's late nights and we don't want to get recording any of the personal things. Are you struggling, Jasmine? You want some help?
Yes.
No problem. Oh, I heard you. I heard you. I stopped the camera. All good. So I am running a bank here, and now the customers are here. Customers are opening the account, they are making transactions and everything. Customers, they are going to share their personal information. They want to share the username, they want to share the password and everything. So I have the customer data. I have the customer data. So whose responsibility is to protect the customer data? The bank responsibility, my responsibility, isn't it? So I need to follow certain rules. I need to follow certain policies, and I need to take preventive measures so that my customer data is safe. My customer data is safe. Correct? That's number one. Another one, we also have banking network. Lot of terminals are there, laptops, everything. And this is the banking network. We want only authorized people to have access to this network, not unauthorized people. Like Lakshmi wants only authorized. I can invite only my friends into my house. Outsiders only outside. Similarly, I don't want outsiders to enter. Let us say we have someone with bad intention, with very bad intention, and they want to enter. Here, if there someone is entering, I can see them physically. I can see them physically. I can stop them. Here, we can't see them physically, right? So we are talking about the digital. We are talking about the digital environment. We are talking about the network. We are talking about the softwares and everything. So I don't know who is entering. So it is very important for me to take some proactive measures to closely track my network, to closely track my assets, everything I need to do. What happened? Just 1 minute. Let me reload. So I need to, as a CEO or as an authorized person, like I'm the responsible person for my bank, I have to protect my networks, correct? I have to protect my customer data. I also have to protect my assets like the laptops and everything. So whatever. So protection is required. So data needs to be protected, network needs to be protected, anything, because we are having a lot of bad things going on in the market. Technology is evolving exponentially. AI is evolving exponentially. So it is becoming very hard. It is becoming really challenging for the organizations. It's not only bank. You take care of any business, they have to follow these rules. They have to take proactive measures to prevent the organizations from any unauthorized attacks. What will happen if there is any unauthorized attack? Of course, they are going to steal your customer data. Of course, they are going to steal your customer money and everything. And this is happening right now. It is happening right now. And recently, if you just take cyber security, cyber security news, for example, let us say I'm just giving only cyber security news, enter. Look, education, look at this one. 9 hours ago, what happened? 500,000 lost in the cybersecurity and Australian superannuation funds. People lost the money. A lot of attacks are happening. And CyberArk Accenture to partner in the secure AI agent, cybersecurity news. So lot of attacks are happening. Lot of unauthorized people, they are attacking. They are trying to find any kind of weak areas. We call vulnerability, any kind of weak areas, and they are attacking the system. And here, if you're talking about Australia, it's, you know how standards are. And then Here, 2 days back, like last week, a cybersecurity attack has happened on the superannuation funds. Superannuation funds. So the customers, I'll just give you this example and I will leave. So this is Australia Super, Australia Super. Okay. Now Australia Super, they have their own customers. Right now, how they are logging into their Super account, they are giving only user ID. They are giving only user ID and password, and customers are logging. And one attacker, they said, aha, I have an opportunity here to break the system. So somehow they hacked the personal information and they steal all this $500,000, all this $500,000. So this one, money got stolen. Okay. Now, what is this responsibility of this Australia Super? They need to take additional security measures to protect the customer information to safeguard to improve the trust. Otherwise, trust is gone. The customers feel that, oh, it is no longer safe to be with Super. I have to open account with another organization. Correct? So eventually they have to close their business. So what is the additional measure they are taking? Now they are taking multi-factor authentication. They are taking multi-factor authentication. Australia Super multi-factor authentication. Look at this one, has send up plans, introduce wider multi-factor authentication control after a cyber attack saw half of the $1 million drained from the member accounts. And this is happening 5 days ago. Just happened 5 days ago. Okay. Now, what is the responsibilities of these organizations? To protect, to improve. So they don't have this measure in place earlier. It's a big organization, but they don't have this measure in this place earlier. But right now, the damage has happened. Now they are taking the measures to protect the customer data, to protect their devices and everything. This is nothing but the cyber security. A simple example, a real-time example, a live example we are talking about. Not old example, live example. So this is the reason every organization is rushing. Oh, I need cybersecurity engineers. I want people to protect my assets. I want people who can monitor the network. I want people who can define the policies. I want people who can track the CCTV. I want people who can track the logs and quickly alert the management. We want him, we want. So all of them come under the cybersecurity umbrella. So you can imagine yourself in many roles, in many roles. You can be here, okay, please turn off your camera. You can be here tracking the CCTV and everything, logs, or you can be defining the policies as a GRC analyst, governance, regulance, compliance, what kind of compliance is there? Or you can be a cybersecurity analyst, or you can be a blue team member, red team member. Okay, are you struggling to turn off your camera? Just 1 minute. Let me help you. Okay, all good. So this is the space. And that is the reason organizations are heavily hiring these cybersecurity professionals. If I just type cyber here, most of you joined from United States. Now, because this is really happening and they are really short of skilled cybersecurity professionals, I'm stressing the word skilled cybersecurity professionals. So people are looking for someone who can really track the Splunk logs, people who are looking for who can monitor the network in real time. Okay, so that's the reason you have a lot of jobs that are getting posted. Let us say just now posted, maybe cybersecurity junior engineers also. You don't need much of experience. So even junior cybersecurity professionals also they are taking. Okay, so here you see a streamlined approach to vulnerability tracking. So you need to track, you need to mitigate that risk. So cybersecurity test engineer, junior. Look at this one, entry level cybersecurity. So as a cybersecurity professional, you should be familiar with the frameworks, the GDPR and everything, so that you know what are the process that the organization they need to follow. Okay, you should see familiarity with the Linux operation system. So which means that you should be familiar with Linux. So in our class, we are going to heavily use Kali Linux. So you will be doing the Linux commands and everything. So we are going to help you to teach all these frameworks. In fact, Chandra is going to start the frameworks right from tomorrow itself. Okay. And yeah, look at this one, cybersecurity analyst, Texas health resources, the healthcare, anything. So here you see GDPR and all the things, coordinate with the activities. You need to develop the incident response procedures, right? Cybersecurity specialist, remote, lot of, because every organization, they need these people. So they need someone who can monitor, like how I am monitoring CCTV at my home. They need people, and they need people who can enforce these policies and procedures. Look at these jobs. I'm just opening in front of you. Not only here, some of you joined from Australia as well. We have a job portal called seek.com.au. I'm just typing here cyber, and here they are in need of heavily the cybersecurity professionals. Chief Information Officer, we call CISO, risk analyst. Look at this one. All domains, all industries. Do we have this demand for these roles as well? Are we going to waste time by learning this one or by understanding this subject? I also don't know. Let us ask Google. I just say demand for cybersecurity professionals
This is going to stay.
across
Wherever
the
the decision
globe,
making is there, it stays.
across the globe for next few years. Just asking, yeah. Right. So the global demand is a significant growth due to increased threats. Everywhere threat is, even we have seen at the X platform that it also got attacked, right? Everywhere, right? Is expected to reach approximately this one, significant shortage, diverse industry needs, emerging technologies are there. So accordingly, the organizations also has to upskill their security standards and everything. There is a huge demand. Lot of roles are going to come up. Lot of roles are going to come up. Even in Australia also. If you just see Australia cyber security spending, I'm not talking based on any slides. If you think that, oh, Lakshmi is trying to sell something, I'm directly searching in the Google, like, okay. And you can see that Australia is significantly increasing this one with the projection estimating 6.2 billion. And you can also see how much organizations are allocating budgets, how much of budget the organizations are allocating for the cybersecurity. Means that all these budgets are eventually going to translate into projects. To complete these projects, we need people. We need people who can protect the customer data, who can monitor the networks, who can monitor the devices, who can define the policies, who can coordinate all whatnot. Lot. Okay? Hope the context is clear. Thank you very much. Hello, team. This is My name is Lakshmi. I'm the director of Hands-on Agile Coaching Company. So our company is based in Australia, but I have students across the globe. We are very familiar for job-oriented hands-on training. So today is the first introductory class related to the cybersecurity. Right. So these classes will be driven by an expert, the industry expert. His name is Chandra. He's from India. He is technically wow, kind of. He is building his own product which will automatically scan any kind of weak areas in the organizations and automatically build a report. And he's introducing AI as well. And good thing is, if any of you are very, very damn serious, and if you want to be technically super good and advanced, we will give you an internship, free internship to work on that live project. I'm telling you on the record. And Chandra is going to, maybe people will be a little bit scared, but we will open it at some point of time today. Maybe towards the end of the class, Chandra, if you can just talk about your product for 5-10 minutes, it will give the awareness like what product you are building, and it will also help them to open, who are really serious, they can work on our product.
Sure, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
perfect. Thank you. I am stepping back now. I am handing it over to Chandra. Chandra, you can share your screen and you can just help us with this journey.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. I am Chandrasekhar. Nemani. I'm having about 23 years experience in the industry, and I am currently working as a Chief Information Security Officer at at a small and medium organization in Hyderabad. Okay, so I got experience in information security, cyber security, GRC, network security management, SecOps, DevSecOps, and security product management, security product building. Okay, these are all my experience and expertise that I have. And thank you very much for showing interest in joining the webinar. This is specifically into cyber security and what are the various domains we have in cyber security, how it is going to be helpful for the human and mankind, and how it is going to be implemented in the real time in our day to day activities, and save the humans from threats, right? So as Lakshmi has given the clear introduction about the security and how we have to secure our personal belongings, so our data is also very important in the organization, because we are living with the data, and we are in the information world. So if the data get get affected, and data gets tampered, or data get deleted, that data is not available, then we will be almost helpless, and we have to redo the things from the beginning. We will go back to the years back, maybe 10 years or 5 years or whatever. Okay, what could be the starting point? So we have to going back to that specific point. Okay, so let me share the screen.
You are on the screen share. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So this is about myself. I'm having experience almost 23 years plus experience, and I used various tools, technologies, and tactics, procedures to secure the data in the organization. And I got experience in managing various compliances, could be HIPAA, or could be PCI DSS, could be GDPR, could be high trust. And I'm having experience, good experience in managing NIST and ISO risk management frameworks. So this is the introduction about cyber security. So we always hear this, we always hear the word cyber security, cyber. What it is exactly? Cyber security is nothing, it is a practice. It is a practice to protect the organization systems, networks, data from cyber threats, from unauthorized access, any data breach, any attacks, hackers attacking the systems, digital frauds. It, it covers various strategies, technologies, processes. So these are all designed to safeguard the sensitive information, and maintain the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of the digital assets. So basically, as uh, as Lakshmi has already given the gist, and mostly he has covered most of the things in the cyber security related framework. So basically, attackers sitting somewhere in a very hidden place, they do the reconnaissance. They do the reconnaissance. We call it as a recce. Means they try to understand. They target a website, or they target a company, or they target a person. Okay, that could be anything. Okay, anything having valuable. Say for example, if you have $100,000 in your account, so if hacker gets to know that you have the amount very good amount, ample amount in your bank account. So they try to come to you with a disguise like a bank officer, or they might say, I'm a police officer. I, I found that you have involved in some illegal activities, right? Or they might trick you saying that, okay, they might trick you by sending an SMS or WhatsApp message, by sending a greetings on your birthday or on any specific day, New Year or Christmas or Good Friday or whatever, any occasion. So knowingly, unknowingly, the person, the individual gets affected by this kind of TTPs. We call it as tools, tactics, and procedures. So they use all kinds of tactics. They might show love, they might show pressure, they might show they might threaten you, or they might press the emergency button. Emergency button, saying that your bank account will be closed immediately without you update your KYC, know your customer, right? So we have to update our data there. We have to update our address, our address, our contact number, or SSN number, something like that. So by getting into this pressure or love or any threatening messages, we tend to click those links. We tend to click those links. That could be bit.ly dot short slash msg. Okay, we click this link. Immediately, this gives a reverse shell. This gives the, say for example, here this lady could be, or this person could be an individual. She could be individual. She could be working in the organization, or she could be a government officer. By clicking this link, immediately this hacker would get the reverse shell from the victim's machine. So as and when hacker gets the access to the victim's machine, he establishes the command and control. He or she, the attacker will establish the command and control. See, we call it as C2, command and control. So what command and control will be acting like? The hacker sends the messages. Hacker sends the messages, commands to the system, victim system, and seeks the information about the victim's machine. That could be who you are. So she might not be responding, but the system will be responding from the background. Okay, so to be able to communicate with the system, the hackers will create the backdoors. They create the backdoors to enter in. Okay, they will not directly using the username and password here. Okay, they create the backdoors from here, and from there they get the information. They ask questions. Okay, who you are? They say, okay, I am root, or I am the admin, or I am the username, whatever username is there. Okay, John Doe. Okay, I am John Doe. Then immediately he asks, what is your password? He says, John@123. Okay, the system automatically gets responded based on the command and control, because whenever they are sending the payload, or payload from here through this short URL or any downloadable or any PDF. Okay, so once they download this, victim downloads this specific malicious file, it installs a server. It installs a server in the victim's machine. And hacker's machine will be acting as a client. You know the architecture of client and server, right? When we go to a hotel, okay, so we order a coffee, right? Here you have a server. So we order a coffee. So when you order the coffee, server automatically gets the coffee for you. Okay, the same kind of mechanism. Whatever the hacker says, the system starts responding. Okay, if hacker says turn on your camera, okay, automatically, even though this lady is sitting in front of this machine, she doesn't know that the system has switched on the camera. Okay, and if the hacker says turn on your mic, okay, she doesn't know what's happening in the background, but mic automatically gets on. So this is the usual phenomenon in the hacking industry, in the cyber security industry. We have two types of uh, hackers, one ethical, one is unethical. So the cyber security professionals, those whoever is working on cyber security or are interested to join in cyber security, so they all will be called as a ethical hackers. Ethical hacker or cyber security professional. And those who were is not working for the ethical purpose, they all will be called as malicious hackers or unethical hackers or cyber criminals. Okay, why we call it as cyber? Cyber is nothing but we interact with various digital assets, right? Cyber covers the spectrum of various digital assets. That could be your computer, digital activities, networks, uh, servers, laptops, cloud. Okay, what could be WhatsApp is also WhatsApp, Facebook, or Insta. Any crime happens here. These are all coming under the digital. Okay, if it is involved in computers, laptops, Wi-Fi, routers, DMGs, firewalls, whatever, anything involving in these areas, that will be affected with the cyber laws. That is the reason we call it as cyber criminal. So anybody involving in the criminal activities using these kind of assets will be affected with the cyber laws. However, our intention is to become a cyber security professional. So we wanted to be living in the ethical grounds. So we all will be called as a cyber security professionals or ethical hackers. So whenever we take an assignment, we have to take the explicit permission from the owner. You have to take the explicit permission. The two explicit permission, the two written permission from the owner. Means owner of the data, owner of the application. Okay, say for example, if you have a friend and you wanted to hack his mobile, you can send a payload. Okay, you can send a payload from here to your friend's mobile without their knowledge. You don't have any permission. Their knowledge, though you are very good friend, both of you are very good friends, and you know each other since ages. This is not acceptable. This becomes a cyber crime. Even for the experimentation purpose, we should not do it. If you want to do it, you have to take the explicit written permission from the affected user. Then it becomes the ethical. Okay, so this is something about the cyber security. The cyber security covers various domains, and various aspects. Okay, if I have to say the domains, there are there are multiple domains in almost 6 domains or 8 domains that I can say. Okay, cyber security is a very big spectrum. In this, you have domains like cyber security. We have basically our aim is to make sure that security and risk management. Security and risk management. This is the primary area. Means whenever you are working as a cyber security engineer, you have to consider the risk management, and you have to consider the risk aspect of each asset that you are handling, or each asset that is present in the organization, or that is owning the organization. Means organization might be owning the assets like computers, laptops, Wi-Fi's, routers, CC cameras, DMGs, hubs, cloud, databases, data servers, or any kind of servers. These are a few things that I have mentioned. Apart from this, we have human factor. We have human, right? Human intelligence is also intellectual property. So these are to be protected from the hackers, or unauthorized access. Somebody without having any explicit permission, not getting into this area and stealing the data from here, stealing the information from here, and causing any disruption, to these assets availability, disruptions to the assets availability. This is one area. Security and risk management. Here, the role of the cybersecurity engineer is to identify the threats, the vulnerabilities, the weaknesses, the risks involved in each of the assets identified, and having proper mitigation plans in place. Mitigation, contingency plans in place, and making sure that each and every asset, or each and every identified asset should be having a owner to handle the risk. Okay, this is something about the cyber securities, security and risk management domain. Okay, let me take you to the presentation. Okay, so digital assets, unauthorized access and damage. So basically, as the picture is showing, okay, so cyber security is having our strong multi-factor authentication or captcha or having a pin number, okay, a pin number or passcode coming to the mobile or any other email, so that we get the alerts. Okay, so cyber security is something you have proper safeguarding mechanism in place, locking your data, locking your systems, locking your assets from and from the unauthorized access and from the unintended damage to the assets. Okay, so as I was saying that key objectives of the cyber security: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Right. So this is something. This is what we were saying. So these are the assets that you have identified, and this is what is saying about the security and risk management. So why do we do this? We have to do this to protect the organization's assets from unauthorized access and making sure that the CIA triad, we call the importance of cyber security is to maintain the CIA. Here is your data, or here is all your data or information or the assets or the computers, systems, servers, everything. Okay, this is basically your in the triangle. Okay, here in this, the cyber security, the main objective of cyber security is to maintain the confidentiality, integrity and availability of the data, assets, infrastructure, or anything. Okay, so confidentiality means whenever you are sending information or any email or a message to your friend or to multiple people, okay, one to one or one to many, okay, while the data traversing from node to node, say for example you are here and you are sending the data, you are sending the message to various people, right? This data, while traversing from here to here, okay, source to destination, there could be possibility of somebody, hacker, positioning themselves in between and watching the data, right? That is a possibility because the data is traversing from networks, okay, from India to America, Australia to America, US to Nigeria, Nigeria to India. Anything could happen during the traversal. During the traversal in the network, people can see it. So this specific aspect, confidentiality, makes sure that the data is not being accessed by unauthorized users. So to make sure this, we will be using encryption. Okay, and protecting it from the secured layers. Okay, protecting using the secured layers from the unauthorized access. Okay, this is like watching. Okay, somebody you're sending here and this is the destination. Nobody will be watching it. This is one thing. Integrity. We all use WhatsApp, right? So WhatsApp, I send message hello, and this message usually coming like hello to you. Okay, they might be using encryption, decryption, a lot of things that we will see later. But this encryption part will take care of the confidentiality. And there is possibility while sending the message hello, the hacker can see this, and they might change hello to hola or gracia or something else, or maybe they might be using some unintended words in the during the traversal, because he got the access to this line, and he can change, he can tamper, right? There is possibility they might inject some other things in the in the specific data. So maintaining what we send, that should be reaching the, that should be exactly reaching that exactly reaching the destination. Okay, so unintended or alterations, data tampering. Okay, these all things will be covered by the integrity part. Okay, and availability. You are the data owner. You are the data owner. Means would be source or the destination. And this data owner having full rights on the data. Whatever data that he has sent or she has sent, that is theirs, and they have the right to use it, see it anytime. And the application is not available. It is not comfortable situation for us, right? Because it is your data and you are not able to see it. Say for example, you are all using WhatsApp or Facebook or Google or Gmail, whatever, Hotmail, Gmail, Outlook, Amazon.com, Flipkart.com, Zomato, Joho, whatever. These are all the websites, they are managing your data. And all of a sudden, if you are not getting access to your Facebook, can you imagine how many times you you have seen Facebook is down, you have seen your bank application is down, and your Amazon is down, right? So even for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, we get into jittery mode, and we think like what happened to my system, my mobile or my laptop, why the system is not working, why the application is not working, I'm not able to access it, right? So though we have little data there, but we are more concerned about our data. So this availability part will be taken care in the CIA triad. We have this CIA triad, right? CIA confidentiality is locking. Integrity is something, somebody injecting the code by seeing it. Availability is whenever you want it, that should be available to you. It is any in this triangle, in this triangle, if anything goes wrong, we are all not we are all not in a very happy situation. Okay, so your role in the cyber security as a cyber security professional is to maintain the organization's assets, organization's data, organization's valuable assets, information should be always intact and available, confidential and integral. Okay, you see this. You see this. This is something, the users, the applications, the operating systems, and hardware. These are all should be intact and in line. So basically, the cyber security covers these areas as you work on. You will be more concerned about these areas. So if you imagine there are employees working in the company and they are not getting access to the systems, right? Their data gets damaged. So with this, they cannot serve the customers, they cannot serve the clients. Clients will be unhappy, and ultimately there will be a lot of escalations. Finally, the organization gets into the compliance issues. They will be standing in front of the legal bodies, regulatory bodies that will be covered under the GRC, governance, risk and compliance. The same thing happens in the same here in the applications also. If the applications are not available, the customers will be unhappy, and we have to give a lot of explanations. Operating systems, hardware, these are all gets affected by the hackers, external cyber criminals, or any disgruntled employee also could cause the damage to these assets, right? Any disgruntled employee, I am working for a company and I am not happy with my salary hike, or I am not happy with my boss, right? I could delete the data, or I could transfer the data to my mobiles, to my personal mails. Okay, stealing the information and sharing the information to the competitors. Okay, say for example, people sitting on top layer in the C-suite or leadership positions, they know the decisions, right? Organization decisions, corporate decisions. Okay, they might share the strategy to the competitors. Say for example, Citibank, sorry, Citibank employee, a leader working in the Citibank could share the information about the strategy to some other bank called city, another city. Okay, so immediately, if these guys are smart, they will implement it, and these guys will be falling behind. Okay, these are all will be happening. So to make sure that our organization data, assets, information is fully protected, we have to have a specific practice called cyber security. This cyber security covers information security, network security, application security, operation security, identity access management. Okay. Network security, information security, application security, cloud security, mobile security, incident response, GRC. Okay, but I will explain it now. But At high level, this covers these many areas: information security, application security, network security, operation security, identity access management, endpoint security, disaster recovery and business continuity, and cloud security. So to do any, like, as a cyber security, as a cyber criminal, or a ethical hacker, so how they will be getting into these activities, right? That is a question for us. So they don't require any of your information, any of your deep information, your internals, your architecture. Okay, they do the reconnaissance first. They target any website, any application. All they need to do is simply they use some tools, techniques, procedures, tools, tactics, and procedures. Simply I'll show you something. Okay, there is a website called Vikia.com, because this is there in the hackers hacker one bug bounty program. Okay, I'm just taking it as an example. Okay, so hacker will be looking at this website, they encircles a specific target, and they do a lot of reconnaissance. As I said initially, they do the reconnaissance or footprinting or information gathering about the target. Okay, in general, in the human in the world and in the human activities also, if a criminal has to do some crime, okay, they do the recce around the house, right? They do the recce around the house, they look at the security posture of the specific targeted house, and they understand what are the locks, how many locks they have. Okay, how do we enter into the house, what time, when, how many people are there at home. Okay, once we enter, will we be safe or not. They consider all the things, and they go for the dacoity. Same thing, the cyber criminals also do the same thing. They do lot of reconnaissance here. Okay, there are some tools like vaporizer are built with. You see this vaporizer tool gives a lot of insights about the specific website. Okay, this gives you information about what is the application being built, what is the database they are using, what are the analytics that they are using. Okay, what is the tag manager, what are the scripting frameworks that they have used. Okay, they are using HSTS, Cloudflare. Okay, they look at this entire application background, application posture, security posture, and they understand any weaknesses here. Okay, if they see WordPress, right? If they see WordPress, immediately they look into the database, hackers database, or simply they type WordPress vulnerabilities associated with WordPress 617. Simply they type this. Vulnerabilities associated with WordPress just 6.1.2 example. Okay, they look into this, and then they look for the proper vulnerabilities databases. You can see this. Kinetics also given some. I found 300 plus vulnerabilities in WordPress plugin. Okay, like this, they do some R&D on it. They look into the websites, and they go to the various logs, blogs, and finally they identify the vulnerability, and after identification of the vulnerability, they design the weapon. They design the weapon means they create a program. They create a program and they send it to the targeted website. You can see this kind of So it is vulnerable for cross-site scripting exploitation, making it possible to unauthorized, unauthenticated attackers to inject arbitrary web scripts in pages that will execute whenever a user access an injected page. So basically, they create a cross-site scripting injection and push it into the application. So whenever a user visits such pages, immediately their computers also gets affected with this uh, this vulnerability. Okay, this virus. Likewise, we have another plugin called built with. So this also gives a lot of information about the website. Okay, in tech tag, or you can see bug bounty usage statistics. So it gives a lot of information about the target, and based on the information gathering, they go to the next step. Basically, the process of ethical hacking or process of cyber security activities encompasses various phases. So that is the first phase. We call it as reconnaissance or recce. It has passive and active reconnaissance techniques. So passive means we don't touch the target, but we get the information maybe by googling or LinkedIn or Facebook or various sources. The open sources we call it as OSINT, open source intelligence tools. From there we gather the information, um, and we have to perform the activities as a ethical hacker, and unethical hacker also will be doing the same thing. So for this purpose, we also, the cybersecurity professionals also use Kali Linux as a tool. Okay, it is a operating system built with uh, various tools, providing the capability to perform activities like cyber security activities or hacking, ethical hacking or unethical hacking. Okay, so we have various tools here. Okay, say for example, we have burp suit. Okay, we use tools like Nmap. Okay, we use tools like Nmap, and this is for the network mapping, host discovery related activities. We use Nikto, we use Nessus, we use Qualys. It takes time, it execute because it's purely Linux based. So what they do, or what we do as a cybersecurity professional when you are working in the organization, if you have to scan your networks, you use Nmap. Okay, and then you try to understand the open ports. If the port is open, which means that there is an entry point for the hacker. So you will immediately report it to the company and network management team that okay, these ports are open and we have to close it if they are not really needed. Okay, likewise, we have a lot of commands, lot of terminal commands that we use to get to know the information about any client or any target. Okay, likewise, we have, you can see this, we have information gathering tools, vulnerability assessment tools, web application analysis tools, database management tools, password attacks, okay, wireless attacks, reverse engineering tools, okay, exploitation tools, sniffing and spoofing attacks, social engineering. Most of the times, the world has seen 90% of the attacks are due to phishing attacks only. Okay, post exploitation, forensics. Forensics means once attack happens, then what we have to do? We have to go back and understand what is the type of attack, who is the attacker, what is the source, what is the destination, what is their intent, what is the signature. Okay, so those are the things that we do with the autopsy, or is autopsy is there. Okay, and binwalk is also widely used. Hash deep, these are bulk extractor. There are some tools that we use. Social engineering attacks means basically somebody might trick you, saying that you are accessing a legitimate website. Say for example, this is SC toolkit is for social engineering attacks. Okay, using this tool, you can create a fake website of a Twitter, or website of a Gmail, fake website of a Instagram, or whatever. Simply, you have various opportunities here. You don't need to type anything. You don't need to program anything. All you need to do is you need to know the tool name. That's it. It is SC toolkit, and then you have to kind of, okay, why do we do this? Though we are not cyber criminals, though we are not cyber security unethical hackers, why do we do this? We will do this to bring the awareness in the organization on the phishing attacks, right? Say for example, you have 100 employees in the company, and you will be doing the phishing attack campaign to all the employees, but you will not notify them. You simply create a fake website, and send it to them as a legitimate user. Okay, you send it to them as a legitimate user, and then whoever gets affected, those machines gets affected, we have to put them in the cohort where we will be providing the sessions on secured culture. Means they are not aware of secured culture. They are simply bluntly downloading the messages that could harm the organization. Because we are doing it in the simulated environment, we can control it. But what if it is coming from the outside attacker that creates huge damage to the organization? Right? There is a classic example recently. An organization in Hyderabad, one of the HR recruiter downloaded a PDF file of resume. So PDF file is having malicious payloads in it. He has downloaded it, and within no time, the attacker has crawled through the entire network and reached the CEO, CFO, and CIO's machines, and completely started sniffing the data, tampering the data, sending the approval emails to the junior team members for the financial approvals or any critical approvals, without the knowledge of the CEO, without the knowledge of the CFO. The emails are flying and approvals are flying, and finally almost about 2000 plus US dollars have been transacted in one of the email approval, and about $600 have been flight, something like that. Okay, multiple transactions happened, reaching about 5,000 US dollars. Something the cyber crime has happened. Okay, so this is what is the root cause? Root cause is the social engineering attack. They simply say, okay, I simply say social engineering attack. What I do, I wanted to create a website, fake website, or I can create a infectious media generator also. That could be a video, audio, or any file. I can create the mass mailers. Okay, I'm just going with the website attack vector. Here, I just wanted to steal your passwords or usernames and passwords. That's it. I don't want anything. That's enough for me. Okay. I'm just typing 2. sorry, I'm just typing 3, which is credentials harvesting attack. So here I am going with the, okay, I can have uh, web templates or the site cloner. Simply I can clone the site. Okay, attacker machine. LinkedIn.com. Whether it allows or not, I don't know. Okay, so the cloning the website is done. Simply I just, this is from the hacker perspective, opens this 10.2.15. It gave me a LinkedIn page. It gave me a LinkedIn page. So hackers will be doing, they create a short URL. They say that create a short URL to me. Okay, this is a short URL. They copy it and then send a message. They send a message. I'm just taking example here. They send a message to all the friends, all the targeted audience, saying that, hello, Mr. John, we are giving special offer from LinkedIn. Okay, avail now. 1 year free premium subscription. Okay, they give the link here like this. Okay, this message they send it to the email. So once the target hits this link, once the target hits this link, they will see this. They will be seeing this page. Okay, so if at all they click any of these links and they provide the usernames and passwords, they gets affected with the, like they will know, the attacker will know the username and password. Okay, and there are some tools that helps in scanning the applications, web applications. This burp suit is one example. It takes time to load. So this is one of the best widely used tool in the industry for web application scanning and vulnerability assessment and penetration testing.
We all will be installing and using these tools widely throughout the classes team, just for your information. But
Yeah,
today is just more about awareness. Don't get scared. Each of the
yeah,
installation steps we are going to provide, we will help you with the installation steps and you are going to practice. This will really make you stand out in the market. Sorry.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is burp suit, and we have Zap also. Z-attack proxy. We have SQL mapper is used for SQL injections.
Chandra, can you please show us how the Splunk is being used for the log monitoring by the proactive set
Splunk
automation?
we'll see tomorrow, sir.
Okay, sure.
Splunk we'll see tomorrow because just wanted to give some gist, and because it's almost 7:22 here, I would like
Oh,
to
yeah,
kind of
correct. Yeah,
show my uh, tool also, right? Because
yeah,
whatever
sure.
tool that we have developed, so we'll show it. Okay.
Okay,
You
team,
can.
what we will do is we will park the session here. Of course, the sessions will continue for tomorrow, day after tomorrow. You are absolutely most welcome to join free of cost. Please use the same link. Please use the same time as well to join. We are happy to more bring this awareness, and we will slowly deep dive. And whoever is interested to register, you can register as well. It's going to go for like 3 months of training, which will make you confident to complete the good hold on the theory, and especially more of the practical and usage of the tools. Okay, so that at the end of the training, the main objective is you can confidently apply for the GRC or SOC analyst or in the cybersecurity professional or red team, blue team. Okay, so this is going to be, Liana, 4 days a week. The session is going to be 4 days a week. So USA time, Monday evening, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So like that, we go for 13 to 14 weeks. Okay, now let us see what is the tool Chandra he is building on his own, and he's just going to give us a just view so that if any of you wants towards the end of the training program to work on this particular project, you can also work. And we are not going to charge you at all. And you can also confidently claim in the CV that, oh, you have been working on this project through hands-on agile coaching company on this project. And you will be doing it. You are not faking anything here. Okay, you will be working, but it all depends on your level of interest. But whatever it is, we are happy to support, give the best environment for you to succeed. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Yeah, Chandra,
Yes,
you
sir.
can
Yeah.
just give a
So
brief out about the tool.
yeah. So I have not, because I did not run through all the slides because I just wanted to give the introduction about cybersecurity and the key objective of cybersecurity. And after that, I stopped explaining further because we will be looking into the other domains, network or application or cloud security, risk management, all those domains in the coming sessions. Just it's only in the introduction about cybersecurity and what is the purpose of cybersecurity that we have covered today. And and coming to the tool that what we have developed, this is a AI enabled AI enabled vulnerability assessment and penetration testing tool, VAPT tool. I have used AI for anomaly detection and intelligent fuzzing. Intelligent fuzzing and CVE scores mapping or CVSS scores mapping or CWE scores mapping. So it takes care of all vulnerability enumeration, common vulnerability scoring, weaknesses, everything. The scores will be coming from the CVE database, CVE database or NIST database. You will know later. But basically, the framework is like this. The framework is like this. We have a main module, and we have API scanning, and we have intelligent fuzzing, and we have reporting. Okay, these are the modules we have. Basically, you give the target as we have given the bykia.com. Okay, bykia.com. Simply we give the target, and our application access this target and gets spiders through the entire application. Spiders to the entire application. It gets all the endpoints in the application. Endpoints in the application and injecting the payloads to it. Okay, say for example, the application is having 10 domains in it. Okay, bykia.com, 10 domains. Okay, maybe 10 APIs. So all these APIs, first API to second API, third, fourth, up till 10 APIs, our model picks up, fuzzing model picks up each and every API and start injecting the payloads to it, multiple payloads to it, to break the system, to break the system. Once we get through the system, that's it. That is a vulnerability, and we will go back and send the report to the management along with the hardening steps or remediation plans. Okay, so this is the basic architecture, and I have used only Python, AI, local LLMs, large language models, and planning to use Google AI, which is Gemini API for fuzzing. Okay, so that we will see later. But as Lakshmi sir said, you can join the hands with us and provide your experience, expertise in building this tool or making this tool stronger. It's almost 90% completed. I wanted some support on extending this these checks onto multiple areas. Okay, so let me share the. As of now, I commented a few. I got about 60 various checks. You can see this CSP, remote code execution, XXE, SSRF, SQL injections, broken access controls, open redirects, XXS, CRLF. A lot of checks are there. You can see this. I will increase the font. View terminal. Okay, that's okay. You can see this. This we have AI fuzzer here. You can see this AI fuzzer. So this basically having the modules for fuzzing the APIs endpoints, and you can see this, all the fuzzers: RC fuzzer, SQL injection fuzzer, cars fuzzer, LLMs configuration. Okay, and we have main module. You have these reports. We have the main module also. This is the main module. Basically, it runs the entire movie. Okay, so all we need to do is this is only terminal based right now. So simply I should say Python main.py. You can see this. It is saying AI anomaly detection loaded. Vectorized feature drift detected 23. That's okay. This we have to upgrade it. Okay, here I have to give the target name. Simply, I have to give the target name. Okay, sorry. I have to say that whether it is API. So, are you going to target API or IP address or the container? So basically, we have the containers, right? Right in the DevSecOps or in the DevOps, we have containers. Could be Docker or Kubernetes, whatever. Those containers, we can target APIs, we can target IP addresses, we can target containers. We can extend this to mobile. Okay, simply I say API because I'm just targeting APIs. Okay, or applications. I have to give the target name. Okay, it is asking whether you need any API authentication authorizations. No, I don't need anything. I will get everything. You see this, it is spidering all the, you can see this, it is AI detected potential anomaly. Okay, match CVE, closest match. And it brings all the endpoints. It has found only one endpoint, which is with medium risk. Okay, it is saying that error during fuzzing, which means it has identified an error here, and it is reporting that okay, there is an error. It is failed to connect. Okay, it works on all the endpoints because it has only identified only one endpoint. So we are getting only a few results, but finally it will get through the entire. It takes time. Basically, you see this. It is it is taking time scanning the endpoint.
Very good tool, Chandra. Wish you all the great success. I'm very sure that this tool has lot of much more potential than you are imagining now because this we can apply for any organization across the globe.
Yes, sir.
And this is really, really good. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Chandra, let us focus on the questions in the chat as well, and we can conclude and we can resume it tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right,
you,
team.
sir.
Okay, thanks a lot. It's really wonderful. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So you can do the stop share, Chandra, and we'll go one by one questions.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah.
Uh, right. Yep. All right, team. Okay. Nice. All right. So I will do the screen share as well, just for 5 minutes. We'll just quickly go through the questions. Chandra, please.
Yes, sir.
Screen is blank. Reverse shell. I think hope you got the answer. What is a payload? Chandra, you want to explain that in your own words? What is a payload?
Okay, so payload is a program. Payload is a program that basically embedded with a malicious intent. Okay, so the payload will go and sit in the host in the target machine. Usually, attacker sends a payload. They write a program, or already predefined programs are there in Metasploit. So they use that as a weapon. Okay, so we usually go for the fishing, right? We go for the fishing. We to the lakes or to the rivers, right? So payload is something that we use a hook, right? So that is what the payload.
Right, good. So Aradhya is asking what is integrity? Aradhya, as Chandra rightly said, right? It's all about to ensure that the data is very accurate. Whatever I'm sending, the user is receiving the same accurate and it is consistent and it is not changed or altered by any person in the middle. Yeah, that's the way we are talking about that integrity. So Innocent is asking, Webalizer, is it open source?
Yes, sir. It is open source.
It is open source. So all of
Yes.
us can install it. All of us are going to use in the class, right? We are going to practice
Yes.
the tool.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Bismarck is saying that, Coach and Chandra sir, I joined the class again. I can't stop following you guys. Bismarck, you are most welcome to join any number of times. All of you will be given an opportunity, so you can join our batches multiple times to become confident. There won't be any additional charges at all. And there will be dedicated support on the WhatsApp group, and we have a dedicated support from India as well. They will help you to install the tools you will be doing a lot of practicals as well. Are we going to learn all the tools? Yes, David, if you just I'm just sharing my screen as well. Okay, and if you just look at the, I think I sent a course content to all of you, just how the journey is going to look like. And we see these hands-on tools. We will be understanding the concepts as well, like MITRE attack and everything, firewall, setting up network security and everything. So, but if you see the exercises that we will be doing every week, so here, okay, just 1 minute. Next is a framework here. So you see, for example, SOC. So here we are going to do the log analysis in the Splunk. We are going to feed the file into the Splunk and we add it. I just giving you an example, the current batch, for example, if I just type Splunk here on my email, how to identify, eliminate cyber attacks in the Splunk and cure attack. No, sorry, not this one. Just 1 minute. Cyber, is it in the current email? No, we are going to, okay, just 1 minute here. What I will do is I will open the Google Drive. That's for the current ongoing batch where we have got cybersecurity February. We started this batch in Feb, and this is currently ongoing. And each class will be recorded as well, and lot of reading materials will be provided to all of you. For example, week 3, you see, Splunk installation, how you are going to install the tool, and all the stuff. And then look at the commands as well. All of you are going to practice the commands, and you are going to see any spikes, charts, what it indicates, how to analyze the data, how to read the reports. We will be doing it, and we are going to have some sample files from the projects. Yeah, like that. So we are progressing like this, passive reconnaissance. And just now Chandra is saying that reconnaissance. So in the current batch, so we are using the tools and we are practicing these commands. Look at this, ns lookup, advanced query, dig. Just last week we practiced harvester. Uh, So lot of tools, just to quickly summarize, right? So a lot of tools are there. You are seeing here network security. We are going to install the Wireshark, Nessus, Nmap, and then threat hunting, MITRE attack, role-based access simulation, RBAC. Okay, and for each and every stage, these are the major stages, right? So whenever we want to attack some, like for example, external attack an organization, so they do the reconnaissance, so understanding more, gathering more information. So we are going to use these tools: NS Lookup, Harvester, Google Docs, and then weaponizer, then delivery, then exploit. Use the weapon, and then you deliver your malicious software, and then you start exploiting your things, and then you do the installation. These are the standard steps that are involved, and command and control. So your job is more about protecting the organizations proactively, not reactively. You're not going to react after the incident happens. You are going to proactively analyze the situations. You need to ensure that all the practices, policies are there in place, and you do the regular audits. Somebody has to do the network scanning regularly. Yeah. So that's what, even if you just look at the any job description, whatever we learn, mostly that's what they are asking for. Security analyst, for example, this is a remote job. So designing, participate in the risk assessment, collaborate with the IT. Look at this one, monitor security tools. That's what. So you're going to install the tool in our class, and you're going to monitor, and you can confidently tell that, yeah, I know how to monitor this one. I know how to do these checks. Ta, ta, ta. You're not going to build any application, my dear students. Let me be clear. One of you messaged that, oh, Lakshmi, this involves heavy programming. The programming that Chandra has told is that is his personal product. You're not going to build any product. You are not going to build any tool here. You are going to use the tool that is already there in the market, that is already widely used in the market. Okay, you're not going to build. So don't think that there will be heavy Python programming and everything. You're not building anything. We are using existing tools. We need to be familiar with commands. So how to pull the information, how to analyze that information, what kind of steps, measures, preventive measures we can take with the help of this information that we gather. You can see entry level security analyst and all the stuff. Yeah, information security analyst. So network security, information security, data security, 3 hours ago it got posted. So review, organize this, evaluate quarterly training, monitor, track the status, phishing campaign. And in our class also we have, if you see here, I think there is even the phishing emails and campaigns and everything we are going to, yeah, that is in the week 3, I think we'll be covering. Uh, s- uh, yeah, somewhere it will be coming. Okay. So cybersecurity governance lead, full-time remote, lot of remote jobs exist. And I'm not talking about old jobs. I'm talking about the jobs that just got posted this evening, last 24 hours. Okay, cybersecurity analyst. And most of them, they say that operate, monitor the platforms, and you do the threat analysis. And if you identify any threat, you respond to that security incident. How do you respond? How do you send the email and everything? Just a simple example, yeah? How do you respond? If you see, I mean, just giving you our material, reading material, let us say week 3, and SOC and security operation center, and how do you operate structures, see, look at this one, security operation center. So you will be, as a SOC analyst, you will be closely monitoring. This is the real-time working environment, how it is going to look like a day in the life of SOC analyst. So in case real-time threat monitoring logs, you're going to do that. And then we're going to see real world scenarios, operations, and SOC analyst. And look at this one, how you are going to send an email as well. We have detected a potential security incident, this. Getting it? Okay, just 1 minute here. Look at this one. So how you are going to send an email template to the phishing alert to the employees, weekly security summary report to the senior management. This is what they're asking, isn't it? Is there anything new they're asking? Respond to the security and define the escalation procedure. Define the escalation procedure. This is what you do. Weekly summary and escalation, alert to the employees. Okay, team, a good number of opportunities exist and the demand is going to grow. It's not like a weak role. It is huge because it is the need of each and every business that exists across the globe. Not only there, because when you're talking about internet, any organization can be under radar. Okay, cool. So we will conclude the questions and then we can talk more on this one. Okay, just one more thing. Weaponizer we have seen. Right, moving on. What one PDF? Yeah, they were able to do that one, David. Yeah, that's what we heard from Chandra. And this is Vivek. How can we become an expert in the cybersecurity? As we said, Vivek, it's an ocean. Cybersecurity is an ocean. But this training program is going to give you a good understanding about the theory and practical approach. If you can practice all the commands, tools, you will become really very confident and excel in the interviews as well. So people are asking, one of you asked, anyone from the USA? Don't worry, you have around 70 people from USA. Okay, but you just ask me what you need. I am very happy to provide. But this training is global. We get students from USA, UK, Canada, Nigeria, Australia, UAE, India. So the training is on the global scale. How many days a week? It is going to be 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday. Monday to Thursday. So Aradhya is asking, can you type? Difficult to read. Scribing. Typing is difficult, Aradhya. So it is more about visual. Chandra is trying to draw as much as possible so that we can visually connect it and see. So, but if somebody has to type, it will take more time. It will be difficult. Will you break down all these things? Of course, today is just more of an introductory class. Don't worry. So we are going to get a detailed class. We have 13 weeks. If required, another 1 week or 10, another 2 more weeks, we are happy to do that. Okay. Radwan is saying that the pace is a little slow. Radwan, I agree to you. We can't really rush on from the day one, day two itself because we have people from all the backgrounds, including from non-IT. So we have to ensure that everyone is understanding the concept, subject, and I instructed Chandra to go slowly with the communication and everything so that people can understand all the concepts. But thanks for the feedback. Uh, Bikash from Nepal asking, Chandra, because he's asking, he got MacBook Pro M1 chip. So do you think that Kali Linux is one of the heavy software that we will be installing? So is it our laptop going to support or no?
Mac will support, we can install the VM.
Yeah,
Um, that's not a problem. But the thing is, they can directly use the commands
from
from Mac terminal. From
Mac
Mac
terminal. Okay,
from Mac terminal also they can do it. That's not a problem.
sure,
But having
sure.
virtual machine is always the better side.
Right. Yeah, because currently in our current batch also we have few students. So they installed, they don't have any issues. Of course, they face some issues and we supported them. Everybody is good now. Well, hopefully you should be good as well. But before I say yes, I should understand more about your machine because a lot of machines will come with a lot of configuration. But any recent machines, if you have purchased for in last 2, 3 years, that should be good. But if you tell me that Lakshmi, my machine is I purchased in year 2004 or 5, we have to look at the configuration. How many hours per session? It is 1 hour 30 minutes. 1 hour 30 minutes plus question and answers every day. So Monday to Thursday evening for USA people, Tuesday to Friday, India and Australia. Does this course help you with Security Plus? Yes. The course, that one is going to help you to confidently complete the CompTIA Security Plus certification, and it will also help you to complete ICS2 certification. It is there in the 1 minute. So this will help you to complete CompTIA Security Plus, Certified Ethical Hacker certification, ICS2 also. Okay. Do we need to download Kali Linux? Yes, all of you have to download and all of you are going to practice. All of you are going to download Splunk, Wireshark, all these tools, and you are going to practice a lot, a lot. Will the virtual box run on my MacBook? Sylvester should be okay, but we have to again check the configurations. And we will be emailing you what is the minimal configuration required for a MacBook to run the Kali Linux, the one Chandra is running. What is the endpoints and how do you Python script scan through the endpoints? Chandra, you have any answer? Like how you are scanning the endpoints API? Anil is asking. Chandra, are you with me?
Sorry, I was talking on mute. Okay,
Okay,
endpoint.
good. No.
Okay, so endpoint is a device, or endpoint is a device or any system that connects to your network. That's simply as simple as that. That could be your computer, that could be your printer, that could be your data servers, that could be your servers, anything. Okay, so my framework basically, when you give the target, my framework will spider through the entire network. Okay, it runs through the entire network and it also brute forces through the network to identify the endpoints, identify the APIs. So I'm not only doing the surface level scanning, it is going deep and deep dive and brute forcing and fetching the API list. And after fetching the API list, I'm looking at it whether the API is live or dead. Okay, the payloads run through the live APIs only. So we leave the dead APIs for some time. Okay, whatever is live up at the specific point in time, those will be heavily hit by the payloads. And finally, it comes back with the report that, okay, these are the vulnerable APIs you have in the system. So once we identify those vulnerable APIs, we go back to the management we go back to the customer client saying that, okay, these are the vulnerable APIs you have to fix it. You have to use these hardening steps and we give the guidelines how to fix it. And finally, we redo the testing.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent
Yep,
that they
thank you.
demonstrate your capability. Right. And it's very simple. Like very frequently in Australia, for my house, I live in Melbourne here, we ask for the structural engineer. So every 2 years they come and they do analysis. So they go to the roof, they find all the structure and ensure that if the structure of my house is safe or not. And then they're going to give a report. Hey, your wall is a little bit inclined here. There is a shift here. There is a shift there. And if you don't fix it, your house will collapse. So similarly, the same tool is the same thing they are doing. So we are trying to take proactive measure. Hey, here are the weak areas and which are potentially may harm or potentially It's a vulnerable area for the attackers to attack, and you need to fix it. Good. All right. So Charan is asking how this course is used for automotive industry. We have a fuzzing or pen testing role in our domain, but those are not related to the web application. Automotive is very like I will leave it to Chandra to comment on this one.
Okay,
Those are the oh, sorry, go ahead, Chandra.
right, sir. So maybe you can continue, sir. After that, I will.
Right, right. So with my understanding, I don't think this is going to be much helpful because he's asking about his own local customized automotive need of ECU based on routers and those things, which we are not cover in the class, and we don't want to give any kind of false commitments or false promises. But over to you,
Okay,
Chandra.
okay. So even for the automotive industry, how we are going to apply the skills, how we are transforming our skills, cybersecurity skills onto automotive industry is a good question. So you have governance, risk and compliance. So the GRC and incident management. So even automotive industry also gets the incidents. So they have to manage the incidents. They will be having constant logging and monitoring activities. And they also have to manage the IAM, AM, PAM should be managed. Okay, it's not only cybersecurity is not only the hacking or not only working with the web applications. It starts from defining the policies, procedures, work instructions, paybook, playbooks, starting from governance and understanding the risk. In mobile automotive industry is also having a lot of risks. They have to identify the risks in advance and they have to manage the risks. They are also answerable to the various compliance and legal bodies, and they have to manage the employees by giving identity and access management and managing the active directories. They have to give the privilege access to the users. They will be having the servers, they will be having the databases. Those all should be managed. Somebody has to protect them, right? They will be having the firewalls, everything will be there. Okay,
Yep,
this is some specific area. Whatever Charan is saying, they might be, that could be a specific area, but
correct.
that is only one area that he is looking at. But there is very big picture available. If you can see through the the forest, not a specific tree.
Yep, good one. So Anil is asking, does this require Python as a prerequisite? No, we are not. We don't. As I
No.
said, Anil, we are not building anything here. So, but Chandra for his product, I think he heavily used Python. So Nardela Harsha is asking doubts clarification while doing tasks in the WhatsApp or community. Oh yeah, full support will be there. For example, look at this one, and then this is my WhatsApp here, and I'm going to create, for example, cyber, and this is the cyber. Here we see the batch is there, and the so if you see people, the people are asking doubts, and then we are providing any support. Here you see, thanks coach, I really appreciate your time. On Saturday also we are supporting. Thank you Vamshi for more than 4 hours. I finally installed the Kali Linux. I sincerely appreciate. So full support will be there. And for the current batch also, we just created a WhatsApp group. Similarly, you will have all the support. Okay, good, no problem at all. I can't find anything in my drive. Darling, the drive, the current batch drive, I just created. So this is the February, this is the ongoing batch. Okay, don't get confused. I just showed to give the an understanding. All the live classes also will be recorded, and we are going to upload the recording. Look, if you look at the current batch drive recording, so this is, look at this cybersecurity fundamental. Why this is too small? You see here, NIST framework, GDPR, governance, Splunk installation, your Wireshark, network basics, network security, threat intelligence, MITRE attacks, phishing attacks, multi-factor authentication lab, privileged access management, vulnerability management, and still we are going on. As of now, like today evening we have day 33, and it goes on. Similarly, as we progress in the month of April, this is the April batch I created. Where is this? Yeah. So here I'm going to add the material. I'm going to add the drive for this new set of students who are interested to register. Okay, but you will have full support. can you write CISA and CSM certification after this course? Chandra?
Yes, sir. CISA and CASM, they can target for it, and will support them if required.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. And yeah, that any additional questions, please feel free to unmute and ask. We are here to support you. Or we can, I know today's session got a bit extended, but most likely it is 1 hour 30 minutes every day. Okay, and we'll go for easily about 3 months.
Uh, Lakshmi, this is Anil.
Yes,
I have a
Anil,
question.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
I mean, yeah. Chandra, this is. I mean, thanks for giving that initial demo, which is, I mean, kind of covered the overall basics of cyber security, right? I mean, and the question that I do have is like, about your project that you are working on, where it does from the way I understood, like, I mean, it's a framework that you are building that
Yeah.
will get into all kinds of, I mean, either if it is an API
Yeah.
or if it is a container or if it is I mean, any
IP.
IP address,
IP.
IP servers, IP,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Right.
So, so when you are executing that main Python program, right? I think that's what when you're executing it, that's a core of the scanning, whatever it
Right.
does,
Right.
right? And I mean, when it does that scanning, let's say when it comes to IP, so when it comes to executing the Python script for IP, so it's going to go against the IP addresses where the weak code is there, and it kind of bring all those and send it as a logs or report as a logs, saying that this is the places where it has chances that there could be. It's more like an alert. That's how I see it from
Right.
right,
Right.
right. Okay, okay. So
It's
I
not.
kind of
Yes, please go on. I'll tell you. I'll explain that later. Yeah. Tell me, please.
Yeah, yeah. So once you find all these, I mean, all these, this is more like, pre-scanning for any enterprise to alert them that, I mean, these are the weak areas that, you need to focus on getting those vulnerabilities tightened up, right? And you kind of provide the advices like, what all, how it can be done and things like that, the way I understood. And it can be used anywhere because I worked in one project recently with the Splunk that has to do with the AML transactions, right? I mean, wherever there are some events that there are some rules in place where we go against those rules and alert those and whenever the spikes, we kind of this is kind of little interesting when I'm relating it to what I did, not knowing any cybersecurity or not knowing anything else. It's just part of a project that I kind of had opportunity to work with Splunk, and that's a framework that we used to um, I mean, identify any events that are happening and the peaks and the peaks based on that,
Spikes.
we spikes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Right.
spikes. Sorry. Yeah, the
Yeah.
spikes like when at what point of time or based on how the spikes are going up and down. Like I mean, there are some alert rules that we kind of send it to support team to see why. I mean, what these spikes are for. Is it a valid spike or yeah, anything wrong going on, and based on the alerts that we get. So that's something that I worked in Splunk recently in my recent project. But I did had a chance to get more into it. But this sounds very interesting for sure, and especially like when it is making more sense for somebody who is in technical side. It kind of gives gets a lot of exposure for us. So
lot of areas also you can target analytics
Target,
because
right,
it's
yeah,
because an ocean, yeah, because as an analyst or a cybersecurity or you have a blue team, red team member, so you can just focus on various roles. And the
Anil
roles
right,
are
has
right.
really
already worked
emerging
on.
a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, he's already worked on Splunk, which means that
Splunk.
he's a cybersecurity engineer by his past role. So he must be like we can relate. Maybe
Yes.
Bismarck can relate the session what we had on Splunk spikes, anomalies, and understanding the signatures. What
Yeah,
is the tool that they are used? Is Nmap or Metasploit or something like that? What is the payload
yep,
that they are
sure.
used? So in my tool, the entire fuzzing and entire anomaly detection is done by artificial intelligence, and the payloads also not traditional conventional payloads that we send. Okay, traditional conventional payloads, the the EDR systems, the Splunk, Chronicle, or any SIEM tools or SOC SIEM tools can easily identify. But the
Hmm.
payload that we send is purely obfuscation payloads. This the payload come in as a disguise or masquerades as a legitimate user, or maybe they change the form. Okay, so the devil change the form, not like a real demon face. Okay, it comes like a beautiful apsara. Okay,
Okay,
and
okay.
she enters into the door, then then she changes the face. Okay, so we call it as a obfuscation techniques. So completely purely we are used obfuscation techniques. It can completely take the control on the system. We have to simply just turn it on and turn it off. If I turn it on, it takes the control. If I turn it off, it says that okay, you have vulnerability. If I turn it
Right.
on, it enters into it and it fetches the data from the data bank, and
Yep.
it
Yeah.
gives the result. Thank you very much, Anil. Really, it's
Cool.
really interesting
Thanks.
discussion. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
thank you,
Thanks a
Anil.
lot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Charan will come to you. Janet, do you have any question? Janet, long time. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm okay.
Good. Any
No
questions from
questions
today's
for today.
session? No questions? Okay. All right.
No
Good. But
questions.
you enjoyed the overview session?
I enjoyed it. Yes, please.
That's good.
It
That's good.
was good.
Nice. All right. Cool. So anyone else, any other question, please feel free to unmute and ask. Otherwise, I will stop the recording and we will go to Charan. Charan, we are going to come to you. I know you have very specific, your customized need in the specific automotive industry will come to you. Anyone else, any questions, please feel free to ask. We are here to support you.
Hi, Chandra. This is Firdaus here.
Firdaus, long time. This is Lakshmi. Chandra, Firdaus is my very old student, I think. Firdaus is my year 2000, I think 4 years back. Yeah.
Yes,
All right,
4 years.
good. 4 years back.
COVID
Yes.
times. COVID times.
COVID time. Yeah. Right, Firdaus. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So you can ask question to
So
Chandra.
I'm highly motivated to join this program. However, I just have a feeling like, I mean, it seems like there's quite a bit of a content that we have to cover up, right? So do we do review sessions to catch up the things that we have covered maybe, in our first month? Since you mentioned it's a 3-month program, right?
It is
So
3 months
how do
training
we
program. Yeah.
ensure that we haven't, forgotten or
Which is
missed out
that is the
the
reason I'm
first.
giving you the access to the that is the reason I'm giving you access to the full drive, Firdaus. So you are going to go
Uh-huh.
back to the drive, continuously read the material, continuously watch the recording, do the practical. That's the way to go. That's how things will go into our mind because it's a huge to consume, right? So slowly we will go bit by bit. That's the reason we are taking only 4 days a week, not 5 days. 4 days a week, and rest of the 3 days, it's more about revision, practicing, asking questions in the group, calling me or calling Chandra, asking for required support. Again next week. Like that, we progress.
See, yeah, I was also wondering if we have any, students here in Chicago or US in this
US, plenty,
needing.
plenty people around. No, in the
Okay,
in we have around in already whoever registered. I think we from USA itself we have more than 20 people who are already registered for this particular training.
great, awesome. All right,
Plenty.
thanks.
Yeah, the Bismarck, my
Thanks,
old
Shikha.
student, he's there. Dr. Bismarck, where are you, sir? In USA, where are you?
Yeah, I'm in New York, Bronx, New York.
You are in New York. Okay, okay. Enjoy today's session, Bismarck.
Yeah, really, I enjoyed it. I can't stop following you guys because I
Oh,
keep
okay.
learning from you
Any
all the time.
feedback? I know you joined the last batch as well, and then you are continuing that one. Any feedback that you want to share with the current batch
Yeah,
students or
yeah,
new students here?
yeah, sure. Because I'm new in cybersecurity, right? And the lectures is going well. The recorded videos, um, the getting access to the drive, going back and learning by yourself is one of the most splendid thing. I encourage each and everybody. We all have to stick around. The 3 days off that we have, I think we have 3 days off and we have 4 days class. So the 3 days off, I make sure I go through the recorded videos and I make my notes and I'm catching up. And I think maybe from next month I can apply for job. And I really say thank you guys for everything that you guys are doing.
I love your confidence, and that's the way to go. You are on the right track, and wish you all the best. And our support will continue till you succeed. And we're also allowing the students to join multiple times as well for those. If you're not confident in one batch, you can join in parallel. You can apply for the jobs. And we are seeing that market is bit saturated here and there, but more roles are evolving. So we should be really agile, flexible, right? According to the market trend, we need to go. And when we know that in this area, more number of jobs are going to come, more jobs are into the cloud and in the data science, data governance, and everything, and in the cybersecurity. This is most of the jobs will be revolving around these areas in next few years, including the AIML as well. Yeah. Okay, Firdas, any questions? Please feel free to call me. Happy to support. Okay, good. Uh, Hi, Mary. Mary, hi.
Hello, sorry.
Hi.
I was
No
speaking
problem
while
at all.
muted. Yeah,
Happens. Go
so
ahead.
yeah, so the training it's really going well. I appreciate
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Uh yeah, so yeah,
Thank
like
you.
the question that I had because right now I work as an information security analyst and it's
Wow.
really nice to see, all of these tools that we currently use, at my job place right now. So I wanted to know if I while in the training, if I'm gonna be able to, have a lab that I'll be able to have my own lab, to show, no,
Yeah,
during the
you are going to install all these softwares on your laptop, Mary, and you are going
Mm-hmm.
to practice with the commands that we are going to provide you, and you are going to do
That's
more
all.
of an analysis, and then yeah, you are going to ask questions. Yeah, a lot of
Okay.
practicals are involved.
Okay. Yeah, that was my only, concern,
No
because
problem at all.
yeah. Thank
Mm,
you.
thank you. All good. Hello, Kate. You can ask.
Yes, hello,
Hello.
hello everyone. Thank you, Lakshmi. I know I had a conversation with you before I joined the class. I just have a very specific question, and
Sure.
I'm sure a bunch of other people may share my concern. Not all of us are from a cybersecurity background per se.
Yep.
Personally, I'm from a project management background, right?
Yep.
So my question is the course intended for a career change in as a cybersecurity engineer, SOC analyst, cybersecurity analyst, or is the
Correct.
course tailored in such a way that somebody like me who is from a project management background, I can harness the skills that I learned in this course and say potentially become a cybersecurity project manager.
Yep.
That's the question.
Both. Right. So the course, I'm very much honest with the course is designed in such a way that anybody can take this training, no prerequisite as such. You can target the roles of GRC, as the cybersecurity specialist and analyst or SOC, whatever the titles could be. But learning this one, Kate, as I already communicated with you, so you need to blend the management with this one. So you need to blend the CV that I am expert at managing the cybersecurity projects, and you really know what's going on the ground. And if you don't have this training, though you get the cybersecurity project, you won't be knowing, right, what the team is doing, what they are talking, what how it has to be, what are the best practices, whether the things are there in place. So this learning is going to make you a really good professional on what's going on the ground, and at the same time, you are going to blend your project management experience to this content, and project your CV. You can work as a delivery manager, project manager, because more projects are emerging in these fields.
Okay, I mean, that makes sense. So, basically, with me, because this is a hands-on, it says the hands-on, learning experience.
Right.
So
Yes.
the idea is that I'll be able to have as much hands-on experience. So when I get into the field, it's not like I'm seeing. It's not like I read a book and then I have to go do practical. So I'm actually
Exactly. No, that is the main intention, right? For me, I keep on telling the same simple example. Normally, most of the trainings are theoretical, and when you go into the job, it will be difficult for you because you haven't done it, you haven't experienced it. But if you want to be a good car driver, we need to get into the car and start driving it. Then you will acquire that driving skill. So you want to be a good cybersecurity professional, you need to start familiarizing yourself. You should be doing all these things. Then you will become, you will understand what's going on, how, when you do it, you will remember, and that will make you more confident as well.
Actually,
All right,
can I
thank you.
support with an?
David, just 1 minute. Kate,
I
are you
wanted to.
okay now?
Yes, thank you.
David, I'm extremely sorry. One by one after another. Okay, good,
Yes,
Kate.
I'm
Sorry,
fine,
David.
Lakshmi.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry,
David, go
I
ahead, sir.
wanted to all right, sorry, Lakshmi. I wanted to support Kate's answer. I'm a project manager originally, and then I moved to cybersecurity project management. I just wanted to say, to add to what you're saying, that when you have this kind of training, it helps you as a project manager managing cybersecurity projects to understand dependencies better. When the conversations are holding, you're able to manage schedules better. You can intervene
Exactly.
stronger. It puts you in a very powerful line. I've been a cybersecurity project manager, and it's a I was at first I didn't know anything about cybersecurity. Then I went for some courses. By the time I came back, the difference is clear. And then the approach with this course, just today's class I've been in, is very hands-on to help you really to manage your subject matter experts. They can't lie to you. So, Kate, you're in good place with Lakshmi and the team.
Oh, thank you, David, for the yeah. So, Kate, I think we already have someone in a similar position like you who already managed the cybersecurity project. But with this training, the main intention he is joining is to empower himself so that he can handle the projects very efficiently. We should understand any kind of project. We should understand what's going on the ground. Otherwise, how can we manage the project efficiently? Gone are the old days. I myself is a project manager for more than 15 years. I worked in London, Belgium, Netherlands. Even I worked as an agile coach in National Australia Bank. But we need to understand what is going on on the project. So what exists, what my developers are doing, what kind of dependencies that they have, what kind of risks we have, what kind of policies and procedures we need to have for this particular project. You are managing the entire project, so you should understand the entire system. So that you need to understand the ground reality. Definitely. Thank you for the support and your guidance. Right. Anyone else? Any questions? We are almost done, but I'm just checking the chat, final check. Mm, Samuel asking, when will we receive the resume? I would like to start modifying mine. I have to extensive experience as, oh, sorry, what is this? Leaving the session. Samuel, please, you can directly call me. I'm not very sure in which context you are asking resume. If you're asking, I can share the same. I would do a lot of trainings, but I will. Just please call me, yeah? All right, team. Thank you very much for you. Oh, Sharon, last question. Sorry, I parked you. Go ahead, Sharon. We'll take your call and then we'll close it. Sharon, you can unmute and ask. If you want, we can have a personal one-to-one, or maybe we can have a bridge call and we can understand your personal situation in this automotive industry. Are we good? All right, I'll give you a call. Okay, then. Thank you very much to all of you for your wonderful time. And thanks, Chandra, you nailed this intro. And the classes are going to be more interesting because it's just more of an intro. So we will slowly deep diving as we progress. Okay, team. See you tomorrow, same time, same link. Thank you. God bless all of you. Stopping the recording.